Ciao, nice people! Welcome to the stream. Wait. Oh, wait. It's fine. Welcome to the stream. We are here again on Katawa Shoujo. We are continuing the rinse route. Last time. Okay, the stream is here. Last time we got the neutral ending for Rin, and so we didn't really complete a route because she was so impenetrable. Her mind was still a mystery. We didn't solve the puzzle. It was like a Professor Layton game, but we lost the puzzle. So now we need to, well, retrace our steps, but there is one option that felt the most relevant between the others. Because last time we didn't even save. Because, well, we reached an ending. That's weird because this one felt already a bad end, right? Or maybe this is after we saved. No, okay, I remember this part. This part is after... was it after Rin told us to not speak with her, right? I don't know if we messed up before or not. But an important step we missed is that during the... Yeah, it was during... while they were showing the pictures. While they were showing the picture, Rin felt uncomfortable, and we had the option to... Well, to incentivize her to not return there. Because social anxiety. Oh no, this is after! No! No! Damn. We got again the bad ending. Okay, maybe the other save. Maybe the other save. Okay, this I don't think this option matters, but I might still try another answer. So, this is after the night we try to give comfort to her. We are asking her, what did we ask her? Do you hate me? No, then what I am to you? And she can't explain. Because she can't really put two words what she thinks. I think the worst option is then explain, so we'll try the other one. I need to understand. Because, well, the second one is the best one for me, but let's try the first one. I need to understand why. I'm not going to give up, you know. Rin's shoulders slump as she frowns. I know. I don't want to be... I do want to be there for you, but I can't do that unless I know how. Just let me do this thing the way I want. That's all. Fine, I don't care. Okay, the thing seems similar, but maybe... I don't think it changes anything. Okay, that's fine. And this is where she showcases her pictures, her paintings. And she got overwhelmed by, well, social pressure. Or more like need to socialize. And she stumbled down. We bring it out, and now... And now... What's the context? Yeah, we should go back in. Because it's hair paintings after all. I don't want them to ask me questions like that of hair paintings. I can never say the right things. What do you want then? That someone wouldn't have to ask questions for me. Yeah, last time I didn't really get what she meant, so... That someone wouldn't have to ask questions. You... Ah, ask questions from me. Okay. Now I get it. She doesn't want people asking her questions. That's pretty simple. So, last time we told her, aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings? And she returned inside. The second one felt kinda selfish though, but the outcome is the best one. Because if you find someone like that, then what? I don't know. I feel like it's implying that I will be the one that won't ask her questions. I don't know. Still, we can get with his answer. But if you found someone like that, then what? Do you really think that would be some kind of be-all and all thing? Star-crossed lovers and happily ever after? My question is met with a blank stare. What the... wait. Like finding someone that won't ask her questions. That... maybe I'm missing something. No, I don't think that. But at least then I wouldn't have to be alone. She whispers their words to the lights of town, but I hear them anyway. I shouldn't have done this. Not yet. The exhibition? She nods and closes her eyes, breathing calmly out as to prove she can, and then continues to talk to herself. Why? Wrong conjunctions of the planets? No, not that. I double checked and I got up with the left foot and did everything else left. Right. Are you sure? You feel confused. As always. It's me. I was wrong. Okay, I'm pretty sure Rin now is confirmed to be a male, because no woman actually admits she's wrong, huh? And okay, no, she was wrong about herself, so maybe that doesn't count. She stands straight and stretches before stepping past me out on the street. How does she actually stretch? Like this? Maybe? Wait, where are you going? She stops on her tracks and turns around, looking at me quizzically. School, I'm leaving. Why? Because I want to be me. Reasonable? Rin walks off, leaving me behind, utterly confused. Rin! But something she said really touched me, or maybe it was the way she said it. Maybe it was the fact that she said it. I want to say something back to her before I forget this feeling again. As if granting me a wish, Rin stops in her tracks. She doesn't turn around, just keeps waiting for me to say what I want. Even though I didn't have time to think what. Rin, listen, I don't believe you have to be alone, even if you never meet anyone like that. I don't know if she heard my words, but either way, she doesn't react in any way. For the final time, she starts walking away from the gallery. She ran away. So, where Tezuka? Where Banana? Where Tezuka? I can only shake my head, but it doesn't seem to be sufficient answer. I have to say something. She ran away. What? The horrific realization spreads in his face like wildfire. This is a fiasco! Catastrophe! What is that girl thinking? The most important event of her life and she just runs away. And you! Why didn't you stop her? I'm going to hold you personally responsible. Oh, for what? Are we like in a prison now? So interrupts me, yeah, slap him in the face. Holding her hands up calmingly. It's good she intervened. The teacher was starting to get a few weird looks from the nearby guests. Now, Shinichi. She probably just had stage fright. I don't know her as well as you people do. But I did get the image that she is somewhat peculiar. This kind of thing can happen. It will be fine. I'll explain that she suddenly became ill. The guests will surely understand. But... look around. Everyone seems to be rather happy with their free wine and chit-chat. Free wine? No, actually I don't like wine, but... free wine? Are they going crazy? That's why there's a lot of people. People are not here for the art. People are there for the free wine. free wine, yeah. Wait, no, wait, this changes everything. At first I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that's a pretty small building, but there's a lot of people. That means, like, you have the you are still known around. No, you just give free wine. That's how. The guests will be fine, but we're missing one opportunities here. Networking, making contacts and acquaintances. Amy! As the dudes keep arguing about something that can't be helped, Amy tucks my sleeve to get my attention. She doesn't look very happy either. Come on. Oh, where? We're going to find Rin and kick her ass! No! What? I can't believe it! She's the stupid! That Rin, how can she do this? I'm telling you, she doesn't have a bit of common sense in her head. She's not... No, in this moment I think a friend should be worried about her, why she ran away. That maybe the emotions she's feeling, not that she's stupid. That's not really a friend behavior. A friend would, well, still look for him, but try to understand why she felt that way and if she feels like returning here or not. Hides her ass! Wrong timeline. Amy is seriously angry, only missing steam rising from her ears. I guess I understand Amy. She is that kind of person. Well, for context, we just took the other choice and now Rin ran away. Give up has never felt like a part of her vocabulary, and maybe she feels it. She feels it. Shouldn't be a part of anyone's vocabulary. It's probably best to leave her alone for tonight. What? Are you an Rin expert now? I think that requires like some degrees. A single high school student cannot manage to understand. She takes a firm stance and puts her hands on her hips, confrontationally. It's like she wants to pick a fight with me too. No, please. I don't want to fight the poor Amy. No, I don't think that's even possible in the first place. I just don't think kicking her ass would do her any good. My melancholic remark surprisingly works, and Amy slumps her shoulders a little and sighs. I know that. You do? The last time I did that, it changed nothing. You did what? Amy, you did what? You kicked their ass? Huh? The ride back to school is an empty late night bus. In an empty late night bus is silent. Both of us keep staring at the lights flashing past the windows without saying a word. The nightly grounds are the nightly grounds are quiet, lit only by the wan moon and yellow lampposts. Wait, I think we already knew the term wan, but I forgot. So one, probably the warm. Okay, pale and tired. We got this term somewhere else. I also noted down where, wait. And hi Fado, you get laid? No, we loaded the previous save file, and now we made a run away from the social gathering because, yeah, you know, the social battery is never too low, never enough. And now we are probably getting in the other timeline where she just wants to be herself. We say our goodnights in front of my dormitory. Amy, reflexively clenching her fists, compels me to ensure that she won't assault Rin the moment I let her out of my sight. Rin, please. Rin, she can't even fight back. Amy, don't. Amy, no, don't you. Rin can't really fight back, so, please. Just please. Yeah, the previous timeline we got the normal ending actually, because Rin went abroad, overseas to study art or something like that. And she didn't even completely open to us. And the The timeline break was the last choice we did today again, which was to make her run away from the painting presentation. Because maybe now she doesn't really want to do it. Promise me not to scold her, okay? She looks up at me, her eyes again flaring with anger that I match with as calming as a stare as I can. She's very angry. I'm kinda tempted to do a demi route again. Nah, not really. It's only easy to face an angry woman if you are not the target of her ire. That's some pretty wise words here. After a minute of the mismatched staring contest, she sighs and shakes her head in defeat. You're too nice, Isao. Did you know that? Yeah, maybe in another timeline I might get out with you, Emi. Hints of a smile are tugging in the corners of her mouth as she says that, and she seems a lot more relaxed. What a sudden change of mood. Maybe she wasn't as angry as it seemed to begin with. Maybe her moods change easily. Yeah, on one side she's, oh yes, let's go running, in the other side, the other side, yeah, immune system of Isao, don't you dare get ill, ha, understood? So, Lily Root next. I will try Lily Root, I have more ideas on that, because out of stream, I rewatched my first and second stream, rewatched. I skimmed through a lot of it, and noted down the choices I made and what events in the middle happened. Because only the first time, we actually helped with the drawings in the class of Lily. So now I have way more ideas for it. So, she said, do you know, you're too nice. If I was nice, I would have let you have your way. What do you mean with that? Ah, okay, yeah. She would have scolded Rin. Does that mean you are only nice to Rin? Only the girl I am making the route for. Well, I try all of them. The other side, crippling depression issues. No. I forgot the other side. Well, there's also a fourth side, right? The dominant one. She has, like, the full package. We don't really want the depression package, though. Both of us are hiding our concerns behind empty jokes, but at least it puts me in a good mood. Emi waggles her eyebrows with half-amused smirk, trying to push my buttons. Not gonna work? I'm not wearing buttons. No, it just means I'm not nice only to you. Hey! Good night, Emi. Wow. Blunt answer, saying goodbye, and leaving. That's how you deal with Emi. And next day. Can we... Okay, this one is the same maybe? Or maybe we skipped up until this part. The last day before summer vacation is waning slowly. Science is the final exam of the trimester, and then we are free. The collective yearning for liberty is almost palpable in the classroom, even though the weather seems a tad cloudy. It might rain today, who knows? Okay, the doodling is the same actually though. Okay, this part is the same. So maybe something changes later. Okay, yeah, that's what changes. That's what changes. A sharp knock on the door interrupts the quiet but frantic mood of the last 15 minutes of the exam. Oh, come in. The opening door reveals the art teacher, who steps in with his jacket swirling around him as though in a gust of wind. Entering during an exam should be serious. Maybe Rin is missing. Oh no. Rai told us a story, right? About an artist who took her life. So I'm a little worried for Rin now. He glances at Mutu, who glances back at him. Why do I hear boss music? A frown spread simultaneously on both of their faces as the men measure each other with their gazes. Are you approaching me? Excuse me, could I borrow Mr. Nakai for a moment? Excuse me, Nomiya, but we're in the middle of an exam here. Actually, I can see the internal fight between them, the psychology warfare here. A chilly atmosphere suddenly spreads in the middle of summer afternoon as the two men try to stare each others down. This is urgent, and it seems that Nakai has already finished. Both men turn to look at me, staring at me like a pair of basilisks trying to petrify a tasty snack. No! It's true that I've been idle for a good while now, so Nomiya is right, but... Nakai, would you like to check your answers one more time? Moto speaks with an odd intonation, waiting certain words as if trying to send a message. The pressure from their stares make me rapidly shake my head, which is apparently interpreted as an answer of some sort. Very well, Nakai. Go with Mr. Nomiya, if you please. Take your bag with you and bring your test paper to my desk. You have a nice vacation. Yay! We leave class early. You too, teacher. The entire world, well, at least the classroom, seems to hold its breath just for me, putting the exam on hold until I stand up, collecting my stuff and walk to the door. I can feel the stares in the back of my neck. My classmates probably think I'm in for some detention or something, or the last day of school before summer vacation. I don't think someone interrupts an exam just for detention, right? I don't know what the teacher wants from me. Of course it's about Rin. But I can guess probably it's not detention and also probably has something to do with Rin again. Nomiya doesn't take me anywhere, contenting himself with the hallway as it's completely abandoned. Do you know where Tezuka is? So she's trying to avoid the teacher. Par for the course, probably. I wonder if she realizes that she can't avoid dealing with this indefinitely. Well, yes, if she runs away to another continent, she can, definitely. You feel Mutu stare crawling on your back. We got the birds singing outside, right? We can say really it's a good day today, though. It's about to rain. I have no idea. You have probably asked in her homeroom next door. Of course I have. I searched every nook and cranny of this blasted school and the girls' dorm. You're the last one to see her since yesterday and you are her friend. Work with me here, aren't you worried? I am, but I don't know what I can do. Rain did something incomprehensible yesterday, even for her. She seemed really confused. Maybe she just wants some time to think then. I got the feeling that she had second thoughts about having that exhibition. Or something. She didn't explain what was wrong. Why second thoughts? Yeah, that's weird. She actually have one thought at max, let alone seconds or thirds. On days like this, kids like you should be playing visual novels. Yay, I do. I don't know, I just got that feeling. I'm being a little dishonest with the teacher, but this is not something I should be meddling with. He came to me, yes, why? Maybe he thinks I'm some kind of confidant of Rin's, but I don't think I can help with this matter. The teacher huffs and scratches his head in confusion. What's up with that girl? It's so unlike her. She's always been so goal-driven. Goal-driven? Those don't really strike me as words to describe Rin with. Yeah, the teacher doesn't know shit about Rin. To me, she always felt obsessive, at best. I don't mean to be rude, but wasn't you who pushed her in that direction in the first place? Her goal is my goal. That's a mentor job. No, that was the opposite. I guess so. I just don't know if painting can make her happy. That's pretty preposterous of you to say, Nakai. And it's pretty preposterous for you to say that her dream is to open an entire museum about her art or whatever. He suddenly sounds pretty irate. Did I say something stupid? You don't understand, do you? It's not a question of happiness. For every gain, there is a sacrifice to be made. There is no free lunch, but would I let that girl waste away her talent if she had a moment of doubt? Never! Painting is work just like any other. Tezuka might make it look like child's play to you, but she works hard every day to make her art. I'll sacrifice my squirrel to summon the Stoat. The Stoat? The original Stoat or the square-faced Stoat? To become extraordinary, one has to make an extraordinary effort. The more the teacher talks, the more I feel that Rin doesn't think like that, even though I have no idea how she thinks. I can very well understand why she would sacrifice her summer vacation and make up for the lost classes and exams to get a chance at showing her art. This is the path she has taken, and to go all the way, that's not easy. I'm getting triangle strategy flashbacks. All the time they say, this is the path I've chosen! All the time. I know she's young and things are hard for her just like for all the kids here in this school, but that's no excuse. He finished. But do you have anything like what art is to Tezuka? No. The path of heroes. No. No. That's right, I have only vague ideas of my future. No goals to shoot for, no dream to blindly reach for. Yeah, but why does it matter now? We were looking for in. I joined the art club in search of something I could be interested in, to get inspired by. Did I find something like that? All I found in the end was Rin. No, I don't have a passion like that, if loving waifus isn't considered a passion. In my opinion, maybe. But on the standard definition, let's say no. Then you can't understand. His flat statement allows no counter-argument. But she might not understand even herself. Still, I carry on arguing, out of spite if for nothing else. How could she not? She's been at it so hard for the past few weeks that she put off even coming to school, not to say anything about attending class. Don't be ridiculous. I don't think I'm being ridiculous, but as I have no rebuttal, Nomiya seems to consider this one his win. At any rate, the opening was quite successful, despite Tezuka hardly showing up. Many people were interested in her work and one piece were even sold for a reasonable price. Well, that's nice, right? Yes, it's fantastic news! I hope that Tezuka would come to her senses when she heard about this, but... He sighs and takes off his glasses, cleaning them against his jacket before putting them on his nose again. At any rate, I should be going. There is this mess to be settled with Sai and everyone. If you see Tezuka, please ask her to come see me. Otherwise, have a nice vacation. Thanks. After he disappeared around the corner, I ponder where Rin could be. I think she's on the roof. Feels like she has not one, but at least half a dozen of those secret places. I balance between the desire to solve this tangle and to drop it for good. The disused classroom is just a few feet away. What to do? Well, of course. As I push open the door, only the shadows greet me from the inside. Hey there! Yeah, here she is! She's standing in the middle of the sunlit room, peering through the gaps of the curtains into the yard. The shadow persona, not everything is a reference. Like so often before, she doesn't start or jump, just calmly waits for me to make the first move. It's as if she's trying to become a permanent part of the furniture. The teacher is looking for you. A blank look over her shoulder is all I get, accompanied by a cryptic non-expression on her face. Are you looking for me too? Yes, Rin. Nah, I already found you, didn't I? Oh, good rebuttal is out. I already found you. Did you? Did you find yourself, Rin, though? She furrows her brow, looking so puzzled that it makes me wonder if the question was asked in all seriousness. Maybe it was. Are you talking metaphorically now? Do you mean like ease, caves and dark stormy nights? What do you sorry, what do you mean? I am bad at talking like that. The abruptly ended greeting gave me the chance to close the door behind me and sit down on a dust-covered desktop. Rin stays standing, but at least she turns around. I sure wish she didn't though, so oppressive is her expectant stare. This is her place and I'm an intruder, although a tolerated one. Despite that, she still waits for me to say something. If only I knew what! Please, visual novel gods, give me some choices! The sunlit silence presses me towards decisions. I came here without really thinking what I would do, apart from delivering Nomiya's short message in case Rin was here. She was, and now I don't know what else I want to say. What else should I say? I hover between my two options for a moment. Rin being troubled troubles me too. It's a surprising revelation, almost as big as realizing that she really is troubled. Nothing I can do would probably help, and I might be partially to blame too. Does it mean I should just wash my hands of her? Well, she can't, so at least you should. No, never mind. So, what's wrong? Nothing. Oh yeah, now I recognize that she's a woman. Nice. Before we got a little worried that she had... No, wait, that was Amy, right? No. No, Rin before admitted she was wrong. But now she said nothing, so we are equal now. She starts to turn away, as if trying to physically exit a conversation she doesn't want to have. I wish that it might work like this. Rin, stop trying to dodge me or I leave. Okay. That was blunt. Do you want me to leave? Are you still angry? It took us, or was it only me, 10 seconds to swamp the conversation into this. I wish we could erase the past, or failing that, forget all about it. I wished for that more than once in the last few months. Let's put that aside for the time being, alright? If you say so. I do, so what's wrong? Sai and Nomiya were not too happy that you just ran off yesterday. You left them in quite a pinch, and I suppose the teacher wants some kind of explanation. It seemed like you just threw out everything you had worked for, and I don't get why. Did I make a mistake? No, in my opinion it was not a mistake, depending on what you want to do. For example, not presenting to I don't know, for not going to something that might be a good job opportunity might not be a mistake if you don't want that job at the end. So, for me it wasn't a mistake. My reprimanding and her flat answer go so much against the usual expectations and presumed interactions that it might just as well be somebody else talking. Neither of us is like we used to be. This stiff, constricting feeling I got every time I look at Rin nowadays seems to be mirrored in her own behavior. I hate things that go irreparably wrong. Ever since February, I hated them. What can I say? Her question is tried by a compelling, quizzical stare that makes me sigh and frown. Conversations nobody wants to have are the worst. I don't know, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it probably was pretty stupid. She responds with a sigh of her own, although hers is not nearly as heavy as mine was. I just couldn't do it. But why? A pause, a furrowed brow, a quiet voice. Let it go! Wait, let it be, Izao. I don't think I can really explain it in a way that would make sense. No, but I think I understand. She really didn't want to, so that's enough of a reason, right? She didn't really have... Well, okay. She kinda had plans to stay there for the entire duration with a teacher and the host, but someone can understand that someone is not feeling well, not just physically, but also mentally unwell. Let it be. If only people understood that. Let it be. Yeah, Rin doesn't want to have this conversation either. That might be for the better. But how rare of her to admit that even she has some kind of limits. I always thought Rin was all but ignorant of her tendency to get distracted, so much that she inadvertently obfuscates everything she says. You never explain anything in a way that would make sense. Nobody else has ever asked me to. Wait, it was this easy? I guess that's how it is. But I always wanted to make sense of you, to find out who you are. I still want you. Can't you see? I still want to. I know you can't, but I do. Is that why I keep this up? It pains you as much as it pains me. It's unlikely to be off and used to either. We did things and said the things that can't be undone. It's as if you and me being close to each other just hurts us both, but we still deliberately keep doing it. Isn't that silly? Even now I can see how you force yourself to respond, even though you owe me nothing. Even if it's hard to talk about things like this. Why? Why is that you paint? Because I don't know what else to do. What I could do. It's like this feeling that there is no choice, that it's the only possibility. Like when there are only watermelon flavored popsicles left in the store, but you need to eat a popsicle. I think that this happens not with popsicles though. Like for example, I get some tea and I want some biscuits, but there are not the biscuits I want in the kitchen, so I take the closest one I can. Or when I want a snack, but there are no snacks left, I just take some. I would call some seeds, the dry food, the dry fruit. Or I take. Recently I discovered that I love the Kayul flower. I think it's called like that, Kayul flower. I prefer green apple flavored ones. Popsicles? I never eat a lot of popsicles, really. I would like a strawberry flavored one, though. Just go to another store. Why no one thinks of that? Her poor metaphor aside, she didn't really answer anything. If possible, this makes even less sense than not knowing. But if you don't want to paint... Not like that. You had to come to this school even though you probably didn't want to have a heart attack. She pauses, frowning as if something in what she said didn't please her. At least I think you wouldn't. Her careful follow-up is followed by, in turn, by another shorter pause with another smaller frown. Would you like to have a heart attack? This is an heart attack! Of course not. No, I wouldn't and I didn't want to. A heart attack! But you're doing fine, aren't you? Or are you still sad about it? And in questions make me realize that I haven't really thought about my illness for weeks. Aside from chugging down my medication every day, there has been no need to concern myself with my broken heart. Which I'm only thankful for, really. Rin has a heart attack all the time. She, from the randomness she uses, probably it's not a stretch to call her drawing an attack. Getting to know new people, a new school, a new town, a new life. It all has caught me and made me the past fade away. No, I guess even I can't dwell on the past indefinitely. See, even watermelon doesn't really taste bad if you have to eat it. Well, yeah, personally I'm not really a watermelon popsicle fan. Though the watermelon during the summer is pretty nice to eat. Her half nonsensical closure seemed to put an end to the subject in Rin's mind, so I just nod in uncertain confirmation. There are two kinds of silences. Awkward ones that you want to break, and comfortable ones that you don't mind. The first kind is bad because it makes your thoughts go awry. Like mine do now. Wait, did we get on the awry? Yes, a miss out of normal position. Sus. Up should be awry. Looking at Rin makes me feel bad. I don't want to feel like this. Looking at Rin makes me feel exhausted. I really tried my best, but she tried to... I have no idea. But we ended up like this, and she ended up screwing up her exhibition opening. It feels like we are at a dead end. There is no direction to continue on. I reached out for her yesterday, thinking it would be the last time. She walked away. I want to be me. What the heck does that even mean? Rin, if anyone, is most definitely herself. I feel kinda relieved that I'm not the one to blame, but this still grates on my mind. Why did she run away? It didn't make sense yesterday. It doesn't make sense today. The things she said feel like they should make sense, but they just don't to me. You know, about the thing you just said. Which one of them? Good point. Wait, actually, kinda reminds me of while I stream. Because I say something on stream, someone comments in chat. Someone comments in chat, but I read it like after 2 minutes, and I wonder, wait, which sentence was that referring to? Ok, sti gaccia por fado. I finally have a shortcut. Now I can just paste it and I write it more quickly. It's still not automated, unfortunately. I wonder if I can have a second bot writing a message to trigger the gift of the other bot. You got Revolver! Ooh! You know Revolver, right? Painting. Sai said something like that to me before. That a true artist does not paint because she wants to, but because she must. And I've been wondering about what she said. Why do artists have to paint? We were just talking about the Path of Heroes before. It can't be a coincidence. My question is probably stupid. At least Rin looks at me in the blank way that seems to say so. I don't know. Am I an artist? Well, you paint stuff and you have an exhibition too. I'd say you qualify. I think I still don't know, but okay. Well, you don't need to draw to be an artist. You just need to have the mentality of it. Sorry, I made a bad reference. A bad reference. Did someone get it? I think I still don't know, but okay. The thinking pause that follows seems to last for half an eternity. Unlike most people, Rin doesn't flavor her thinking pauses by body language or saying like or anything. I noticed that I might prefer her way. The usual way even annoys me, as if people were so infatuated by the sound of their own voice that they just have to keep making some noise even when they are just thinking what they could say next. Well, it just sounds a little weird when you say a lot of like, in the phrase. You sound... I heard that you sound more confident and feels like this to me if you just cut the like and half from the phrases. Because if I like talk like this, Well, okay, this kinda... this feels fake. Well, if I talk like this, it's clearly annoying. That's why I don't... When you notice that someone is using a lot of in the sentences, it starts to bug you a lot. Someone might not notice it, but when you start noticing, every time the person goes, you just cringe inside. It's so painful. so as a pro tip, don't ever say in sentences, or at least don't try to. Okay, try to not. When you Godzilla got a stroke by reading that. Rain just comes to a full stop when she's thinking. It's disconcerting, because reacting to people spacing out is always hard, but she comes off as less obnoxious. I think I want someone to see what's inside me. Not the way doctors and serial killers do. Thanks for specifying, I was just thinking to make a joke about it. The way that doesn't make me feel lonely. This is what you call metaphorical, you see. Please don't lecture me about self-evident things. It's not self-evident that this is self-evident. Wow, self-evident is not self-evident. That's a contradiction. So you present a painting to someone and expect him to magically see a glimpse of your soul? It's not like that. It's just a little like that. But not really. Don't you understand? I do and I don't. You know, I feel a little bit of despair every time you ask that question. Which question? About whether I understand you or not. Of course not. She seems almost surprised at my clarification. Despair! We need more hope. It's not really a question. It's one of those kind that you don't have to answer. Rhetorical. Yeah, that's the word. A question that is not a question. When I say question, I always worry that the S is too strong or doesn't feel like it. I always go question. Question, perfect. A question that is not a question is a rhetorical question. How nice. That reminds me, it doesn't really make sense. What kind of question is one that isn't a question? You make a good point. Well, because it's technically a question, but it implies that you already have the answer. It's like saying, to make an example. Yeah, when you ask someone, what, are you stupid? With this tone of voice, you can imply that the answer is yes. So it's like saying, oh, what, are you stupid? Yes, of course. Just the yes, of course is implied in the tone and in the question. So there is a question, but it also has its own answer. A rhetorical one is that. What kind of answer is an answer that doesn't answer anything? Please, I only have one mind. I only have one single head. Is that a rhetorical question? You're not funny! We are going into a mindfuck trip and I'm all into it. Can we just redo it because it was so funny? It's not really a question. It's one of those kind that you don't have to answer. Rhetorical. Yeah, that's the word. A question that is not a question is a rhetorical question. How nice. That reminds me. It doesn't make sense. What kind of question is one that isn't a question? A rhetorical one. What kind of answer is an answer that doesn't answer anything? Is that a rhetorical question? This is peak writing. I don't know, I love this exchange. We're about to get kicked in the nuts. I feel like I already feel like I got kicked in my head. We'll let you know. No, that's not a that's more like a rhetorical refusal from getting hired. But if you don't like it, would you like me to say something else instead? I don't have any good ones though. How about your pants are on fire? What does that even mean? This can be our secret language. For what? Rin honest to goodness silliness, made twice more ridiculous by the fact that I know she's dead serious. Derails me like it always does. Those are confusing times. I'm surprised their insult is not even more confusing. It's like some kind of safety lock to prevent me from becoming too much of a worrywart. Worrywart, a person who worries, I suppose? Worrywart. A person who often worries. Especially about things that are not important. Okay. Good to know. Where's my screenshot? Here. Okay. Dragging even my own thoughts off the ground before where they should be. It makes me smile confusedly, but only on the inside. How do you smile in the inside? Even though the corners of my mouth are not drawing into a grin, I'm still impressed by her ease of wrecking any attempt at being so too serious. Should she will so forget and ignore things that bug her, things that bother her? Should she will so be free of whatever burden being her means? Or am I the only one, should I will so, who feels burdened by being myself? I personally don't feel burdened by being myself. I personally like who I am. I can improve in a lot of things, but I like the direction I'm going. Actually, I have to improve a lot of things, but I don't feel that to be a burden of myself by my being. No thanks. But still, the times when I feel that I'm on the same page as you are pretty rare. Feels like there is a huge gap and sometimes you just go to the other side. And I don't have any way to reach. And I don't have any way to reach to you from where am I. It's like you are in some completely different place at times. Even though you are right here. That's right. There is an unsurmountable discontinuity. An imaginary glass wall that blocks comprehension from happening. There might be such a gap between any two people, but with Rin, feels more tangible. I was thinking, a good superpower to have with Rin would be mind reading. Because if you mind read or, well, with consent, just you connect your mind with hers, you can finally understand what she thinks or what she wants to express. So she doesn't need to talk with words, but she can talk with her thoughts if there is a superpower to connect brains. I got a random thought, some sort of Katawa Shoujo, but in every route it's like in a magical setting, and in every route every girl has a problem and you get a superpower to kinda understand them better. For example, would be the mind connection. I don't have other ideas though. And I don't know, one girl which is willbound, we can use Amy again, would be teleport, because she can see a lot of places together. Well, the mind connection would work also with Lily actually, because you can send her your vision that you have. At this point, you're just fixing the problem. You can't be on the same page as Rin because she's reading the book backwards and upside down. Another book. Let's add another book in another language. Which is burning down, just to be sure. There may be such a gap between any two people, but with Rin, it feels more tangible. Rin does not react to my thoughts. Not to the ones I uttered aloud, nor the ones I did not. It's even worse with art. I'm not very good at art, I admit it. I joined the art club because I thought it could be interesting. And I guess it is. I like art, I like your art too, but just like with you, I can't comprehend it. And I'm pretty sure nobody really can. This seems to worry her slightly. Wait, did Rin... Wait. If Rin was a game developer, I think Rin would have made Yumeniki. I think Rin would have developed Yumeniki if the story was different. Because it's the same! For everyone it's a masterpiece, but what the hell is this game? I don't know. No one knows. They just enjoy it, I suppose. I guess that art is meant to be interpreted, not understood. That's how I'd put it. That's a sad thought. I guess it might feel like one. Does it make you feel sad for yourself? Though, wait, this may open up an interesting thought for game development. Art is meant to be interpreted. Well, it's one opinion, of course, but if we consider game development or video games as art, that means that you could make video games that could be interpreted and not understood. In that case, is it really would this be a good idea? How do you need to make a game to make it meant to be interpreted and not just a random stuff of random bullshit go and let the player interpret that by themselves? Stars in time, stars in time, like, and all of that. Two people can look at the same artwork and get two completely different messages from it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea about art, like the Fuyurimpa, the escape time. It's all in the interpretation. Yes, that means though that well, video games are not the same type of art as painting at this point. It's like it's more comparable to the theater, the films. Differently from the paintings, the plays, the theaters, or the films are made to be enjoyed, to give an experience. While paintings are just to give a sort of interpretation experience. Sometimes films try to do it too, but overall you could understand what happens in films. Some films though try to have a coherent story by putting some random interpretation things in the middle, which are the best way to do it. If you really want to put random stuff in it. Like, first things that come to mind is which game is it? Inception, right? Inception, where you don't know how it ends. That's a sort of interpretation, but on top of a very solid base of a film. Something that makes sense. Meanwhile, having Yumeniki, where you just go sleep and random stuff happens. How the hell are you supposed to even try to understand what's happening if what's happening is totally random? Huh? Are we clear? Is it clear? The viewer of an art piece is as much as a part of an art of the piece itself. That's a good point, because it's like, yes, because you take in the picture and you elaborate the picture on yourself. Like video games. Video games can't exist without players, because it's the player that's a different point though. It's a player that makes the choices after all. I thought another thing, my idea about putting interpretation in video games I was thinking again in Stars in Time, where there is stuff that is not explained, but the well, I'm not stopping here to diss on Stars in Time, just ending a film with like Inception, where you're not sure if something is that or that, is a good way to put some interpretation. Making in a game something appears in a game, it's not explained, that's not up to interpretation, it's just random bullshit. I don't know, that's depends on case to case, of course. Let's stop ranting about games, okay? That's a sad thought. I guess it might feel like one. Does it make you feel sad for yourself? Rin thinks about this for a while, and then shakes her head surprisingly vehemently. The first thing she focuses her eyes on afterward is me. Both of us, those things make me glad and relieved. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, you should go see the teacher and apologize properly. I think he's worried about you. Can you do that? This time she nods her head. Only it's not as vehement. The hallway is empty, almost intimidating, menacingly I would say. Nomiya's office is the art classroom at the other end of the third floor hallway. Our steps echo disturbingly. The atmosphere is unlike on a normal afternoon. Feels like the school knows that nobody will be coming back for a month or two. The door is open, but not very inviting. I'll wait outside. Nodding barely noticeably, Rin strides in without stopping, and naturally without knocking. Well, how can she knock? Headbutt! Ja! Ja! Okay, by kicking maybe. With a knee. Didn't paint a jumpscare painting? Well, of course not, because you can understand the painting, kinda. Oh, there you are! Hello. A conflict arises. Should I stay here or go somewhere else? I'm not sure if I even want to eavesdrop on them. Manners lose to curiosity, and so I stay close enough to listen in. Their voices echo in the hallway, but no matter. There is nobody around, save for me. Dear girl, what on earth were you thinking, living like that on the big night? I couldn't say anything. Compared to Nomiya's scolding tone, Rin sounds awfully quiet and withdrawn. Her words seem to drown under his. I have to say, I'm very disappointed in you, Tezuka. Oh, shut up! It was her time to shine. If she messes it up, she can have her consequences by herself. You don't need to say anything. She does what she wants with her minute of fame, okay? It was no good at all. Never mind all the things I did for you, but what about Sai? What about all the guests who wanted to meet you? There was nobody. Even Isao. You have embarrassed us very badly, Tezuka. Reputation is what counts. Surely you know that. It's alright. I don't need it. Good job, Rin. Don't need. What do you think you know? Rin replies. I feel like I'm giving Nomiya eviler voice. Rin's replies only seems to agitate the teacher more, his voice rising with every sentence. The path of an artist is a thorny one! I tell you that! Thorny! You have to see the big picture. There will be bad times and good times. Things are like they are. It will be alright even... You might now think that it's oh so wonderful and easy, but how far would you have gotten without me? I won't always be there for you. When you lie on the floor of your minuscule room, you ran 3 weeks late, your mind blank for the 4th week straight, then you will wish that you had listened to old Nomiya a bit more. When you keep measuring how the shadow of your chair becomes longer over the spring because that's all your lethargy allows, maybe that's when you will start caring about your career. Is that a thing to check the chair shadow? That doesn't matter. Your resolve is not enough. I am not a resolved person. You are not a resolved person. Then tell me, why did you get... Sorry, I pretend I'm screaming. Why did we go through all of this trouble if it amounts to a mosquito shit? Oh dear, the teacher blew off fuse. Him yelling at Rin makes me feel bystander guilt. If I had gone with her, maybe he wouldn't have gotten so angry. If I had not run away, he wouldn't have gotten angry in the first place. Yeah, but no girl. They played us like a damn fiddle! Let me guess, Metal Gear Rising. I still go and save her. I don't think I can. I was the same. I yelled at Rin too, and I'm feeling all the more embarrassed about it now. I feel justified to vent my anger at her face just because I felt it was her fault that I was so frustrated. I was no more justified than the teacher is. A terrible silence sets upon the hallway. Rin does not have anything to say to Numiya. Whether she has run out of answers or she knows that arguing would only make him angrier is anyone's guess. The teacher has nothing more to say either, it seems, or maybe he just ran out of breath. For a moment I imagine the two of them just staring at each other. One full of red hot anger, the other full of... Yes, full of what? I can't tell how Rin feels. Not before. Not now. Teacher seems to expect Rin to say something too, but since she doesn't, he finally continues in a quieter but not less angry voice. What worth is there in doing so much work if the outcome is nothing? Still, Rin will not say anything. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gotten so excited. He does not sound sorry at all, rather his tone is cold and sharp, like he was spitting the words out of his mouth. It seems that I was expecting too much. You are not an artist after all. Yeah, not sorry at all. He storms out of the club room and down the stairs without noticing me. After he's gone, I peek carefully inside the classroom. Are you fine, Rin? Are you okay? Rin is left standing there, in front of the teacher's desk. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, that's not really what a supporting teacher would do. I understand that kinda ruined the moment. Well, okay, it's fine scolding a little, but he went a little too angry, too upset at it. I think he has the right to scold her a little because she wasted the time of her friend, but she shouldn't really have said her like, you are not an artist, or getting very, very loud with her. I couldn't say I'm sorry. She says it into the humid air of the classroom, not to me. But since the room won't answer her, I will have to. That was unfair of him. He was angry, but still... I can't decide how to end my sentence. Disdaining that... Oh, I feel that too a lot, actually. Sometimes when I say something, but I don't know how to end the sentence, I try to climb on the glass walls and try to manage a sentence that makes some sort of sense. Because, well, you know, when you talk, you need to think about what you will say next. Sometimes, though, you don't have enough time to think what to say next, or sometimes it may come out automatically. And when you start talking automatically, sometimes I feel like I start saying something where I don't know where I'm trying to go with my sentence. Sometimes it also happens on stream. Disdaining the teacher feels like disdaining my own behavior from 2 days ago. Stupid but correct in hindsight. Rin won't answer, staying petrified where she stands. So I walk up to her. She stood up for herself. In a way, I didn't expect that. I can't determine whether it's unbecoming or not, but either way, she did it. Against me, she never did. I sort of wish she had. Maybe I would not feel this bad then. Lately, it really seems that I've been wishing for all kind of things. Rin? Go away. Why? What are you saying? You're angry with me too, right? I thought you were my friend. I thought you was too. She said. Her voice is unlike I've ever heard it. It's bitter, sharp like needles, and she keeps staring pointedly at her toes. I don't think it's about that. He wanted you to be something you are not, and... I take a deep breath and finally catch her eyes in my own, locking our gazes. I'm sorry, I wanted us to be something else too. More than friends. Maybe that's why I couldn't contain myself and became so frustrated. Just like the teacher did. What more? There is nothing more to me than me. That's all I am. I don't understand that. Well, the answer should be obvious, right? I remember myself thinking of the purpose of friendship. To put up with everything and anything. To be there for your friend. Did I fail as a friend? Thinking it could be a stepping stone for something else? Maybe because of those thoughts, I didn't manage to put up with things. To keep it together. As outrageous as Rin is and was, I shouldn't have let myself get caught into that. Especially when I started feeling the way I did towards her. So, did I fail? That's what her eyes seems to ask. I'm sorry, Rin. I might not be able to be your friend. We are not getting into well, last time we got a normal end. Is there the bad end? Oh no. I feel like though we are walking a path that it's not completely wrong. I don't know, I might have worried. I don't think I could ever be a good friend to you. I said those things because they are true, not because one of us would like to hear them. But they are something that must be said. The finality of my words creates a shaking silence, for what could either of us add to that? Why? Why does all of this happen? People are doing things I don't ask for and I don't want, and everyone keeps getting angry at me and I have no idea what it's going anymore. I can't stop feeling like I want to run away from everything. She shuts her eyes tight and breathes out deeply, calmly. When the eyelids open, all I can see is dark green desperation. I have no idea what's wrong with me. Her frenetic outburst stupefies me for a moment, and for a heartbeat we just gaze into each other's face. Yeah, it was bold, so probably she was saying it very loudly. Seeing her confused eyes, desperately looking for answers from mine, only makes me sad, because I know I have none. I don't know either. But, you know, you yourself said that things are not right nor wrong. They just are. You either accept them, work to change them, or give up. It's not that I hate you or that Teacher Nomiya does. I just think that I'm the kind of person who gives up when he feels he can't go on. And even if you hate it, this is how things are. I'm saying pretty cruel things, but I can't stop myself. The words keep rolling off my tongue with slow hard certainty. I don't think though we are not able to be friends, or we are not really that close, but we kinda know each other's. We should at least define ourselves as friends. Right? Friends don't really need to understand each other all the time. Or, in this case at all. I can see them hitting Rin almost like physical blows. Mental damage. Emotional damage. There was a game who did a pretty good job at showing the mental or the emotional damage. There was the... how it's called? The the Professor Layton spin-off. There is a game about the brother of Professor Layton. It's called like the Mystery Room. It's like Ace Attorney, but in the Layton with Layton's brother. It's not a crossover, it's a spin-off. And when you talk with someone, which is usually the culprit, you say some things, like some accusatory things that take the shape of arrows with the name of the thing on top of it. And after you say the sentence, they shoot through the person's heart. They make for a good visual effect. As the wetness gathers into the corner of her eyes, they are still wide with the shock of rejection. Noreen! No! Noreen! Isa, what have you done? As the tears start rolling down her pale cheeks, she does nothing to stop them. As they fall down on the floor one by one, she stands still, staring at me with a gaze full of hollow disbelief. But reality catches up. Rin, no! Rin slumps forward as if she was deflating and buries her face as deep in my shirt as she can. Rin is heavy and feather-light when I support her weight. She doesn't really sob or bawl, just leans against me, letting her tears burn through my shirt into the skin underneath. And I let her, bringing my hand around her shoulder in a clumsy hug that doesn't no good to comfort her. At least you try, okay? At least you hug her back. He's always a true villain of Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, you don't go saying girls, you're not my friend, I cannot understand you. Come on. Don't make girls cry. I can feel Rin's vertebrae against my fingertips, like hard and jagged reminders of how messed up things are. Her slim shoulders quivering against my palm is pitiable sight. The hopelessness of being part of the cause of Rin's sadness keeps shredding my heart. I hope you're happy, Zhao. I hope you're fucking happy. To make a girl cry is the most despicable thing to do. It is! Even Rin, especially Rin. Behind that veil of aloofness, Rin is just a human being too. Just as confused, scared and lost as any of us is. Most of the time, it seems that there is no rhyme or reason for what Rin does and says, but for once, I think I really understand how she feels. But no words can express it, and no words can make it better. So wordless we stay, quietly waiting for her tears to run out. Time passes agonizingly slowly. Even the lazy specks of dust floating in the air seems to pause into a standstill. It's getting darker, right? The obligatory wall clock is ticking distractingly. I really didn't want to mess up the word here, ticking. From above the door. I decide against counting the seconds because it would make them feel longer. The what? 1 minute has passed. Eventually, Rin steals a little and, still smothering herself against my chest, mutters into my shirt. Let me be here for a while. Please, Isao. Just give me a little while. All the time you need, Rin. 1 week, you name it, sure. Stay here, okay? You can, Rin, you can. Suiting the luge spreads the luge, wait. That's new, right? The luge, a severe flood. Ah, okay. Of tears, I get it. Let me screenshot it, okay. A suiting deluge spreads into my con. Ah, okay, no, wait, it's not a deluge of tears, it's a deluge of emotions. A pang of emotions spreads into my consciousness. The knowledge that while being here for Rin is all I can do for her. That's all she wants right now, even after all we've gone through. Sure. So, she stays here. But I can't still bring myself to draw her closer, so I could embrace her properly. it's because doing it would just make me so sad that I don't know if I could bear it. Does it matter? She's fucking crying and you made her cry. That's the least you should do. I don't care if you will feel sad. She's crying. The realization that we might never really be able to become what we want to be for the other crystallizes into my mind as a diamond-hard enlightenment. A pang, here it is, a pang, and could be interchangeable with deluge. A deluge, I suppose. A deluge surges through my heart like an electric shock. It's painful. This clarity hurts. Out of context, the post-clarity hurts. What can we be for each other? I suffer. I suffer. Perfect. What meaning is there for us desperately cling to each other, even though it seems so futile? What should I say to Rin? How can I make her feel better? I do not know any of those things, and I fear knowing them would only hurt more. Forcefully, I push all that out of my mind, because I don't want to be thinking of hurtful truths. My thoughts calm down soon enough. The sadness disperses until all that is left is me and Rin, and the tender feeling of her warmth and softness against my chest. When did I fall in love with her? I can't remember, but I'm certain it was way before the warm touch of her lips on my own. On that orange-colored afternoon when she was sick with cold and I went to see her because of unclear reasons. Plot. Her carefree attitude, the air of otherness around her, all the things that make her herself. Those things captured me with irresistible force. The way she could take in anything and everything, giving it only the value she herself placed. Waiting all things fairly and without prejudice. Seeing the world as she wanted. This is something I could never do. Erin was probably more of a muse to me than anything ever was to her. She seemed so free to me, truly a free spirit, while I, constantly worrying about everything, seemed so inhibited that it was almost embarrassing. Yeah, the most embarrassing thing you just did it now is how. Maybe that's why I latched so tightly on Rin. Tried to get inside her world that was so different from my own bleak life. Before I noticed it, that irresistible force had pulled me dangerously close to her, but it turned out to be way too alien for me. Well, yes, Rin is an alien after all. Was that a theory? I suppose. And I had forgotten Newton of all things. Was that every force has a equal opposite force? No, another thing. The gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the object. So now that you are closer, you get closer all the time. Nah, I fell in love in that scene when they were smoking strange substances. Wait. When did it happen? Well, they definitely did it though. So if two people feel something for each other... Okay, but his own ring could be approaching the Roche limit. Wait, what's the Roche limit? The maximum value of the Newton force, maybe? I don't know anything about it. Minimum distance from the center of a body? I don't know. The cosmic distance within which two cosmic bodies start destroying each other. Ah, okay, so getting close is fine, getting too close might destroy each other, I get it. Interesting, I never heard of it. Even though feelings are not governed by the constants of the universe, I can't have... Is it though? What do you mean with constant? If you mean... Well, emotions are unpredictable, of course. There are rules on the human mind. We just don't know them. Still, too complex. I can't help thinking that for some reason now I've been a satellite to Rin's brightly shining planet. Planet Rin. The thought makes me almost laugh. She really does seem to be from another planet at times. Minus green skin and possibly some tentacles. No, not the tentacles! Everything but the tentacles! Well, actually, never mind. I think she should have some tentacles, because she doesn't have any arms. At least she should have something, right? She should have something to manage items. Don't mention tentacles, is how. Luckily, it's not that kind of game. Perhaps because of my stifled laughter, Rin pulls away and I let her go, feeling the cold when her warmth goes away, and slight embarrassment from letting my thoughts run wide like that. I credit that as Rin being a bad influence on me, while being glad at the same time that she can't read through thoughts for real. Don't you know you're an 18 plus game? It's a chill 18 plus game, okay? There is the 18 plus, and there is the 18 plus that just messed up part. To be honest though, I never played any 18 plus game, so I don't really know. But I can understand, I can understand. Rin's bitter tears have dried up, and she looks a little more like herself again. The lost look in her eyes is still there though. Her gaze wanders around restlessly, before stopping at me. What happened just now? You never played a GTA game? No, I never played GTA. I only had the PlayStation 2 and way later when it came out. Like 8 years after it came out, I got a PlayStation 2 because I got gifted one from my oh. I forgot how to say it. Wait. The uncle, from my uncle. Okay, there are actually 2 18 plus games I played, but they were both of them short visual novels in Japanese. So I just played it for the pictures. I actually installed a mod for one of them that automatically translates with Google Translates, but it was so awful that I stopped midway. The translation was so bad, I stopped midway. Okay, I played Bayonetta, but not that. That's another kind of 18 plus. Balatro is 18 plus now? What else? I don't think I have a lot of them. But yeah, there's actually now three kinds of 18 plus. The 18 plus because of the content, like Bayonetta. 18 plus like this one because of some nude in it. And we have the 18 plus for like the messed up 18 plus, okay? Which I don't know which of them, but I'm pretty sure they are around. Don't underestimate the internet. Yeah, 18 plus because gambling. Only on PlayStation Store though. I don't think it's on Steam, 18 plus. Luckily. What happened just now? Can you tell me? What do you mean? I cried. She says that hesitantly, as if not believing it herself. Yes? She keeps staring at me, as if pleading guidance so that she wouldn't have to feel so lost. Why? I don't know, you know! You were sad. Is that what you want me to say? But isn't that obvious? I don't know, it feels weird to cry. What? I don't believe it. I mean, everyone does that. It's normal. I bite my tongue before I finish my argument about normality. Norms do not apply to the person I'm talking to. It always felt so wrong. Different from what's in me. Like I couldn't really tell what I felt. So I started thinking that maybe I don't know what I'm feeling. Maybe it's me who is wrong. I thought those kind of things. I thought the painting was enough because it felt that I did at least that right. That all that is inside me could become a picture if I tried really hard. And it could. But it doesn't feel like it's enough anymore. Because if nobody else can see that, I will still be alone. Was it wrong to try? Everyone got really angry at me for that. Which is not... It's unfortunate that someone tries and people get angry, because people can try and try again and do something wrong. If people get angry at someone because they make a mistake the first time, they don't feel like doing it again at this point, even if they will get better. So the professor was kinda toxic here. Rightfully upset, but toxic. I've rarely heard Rin say this much at once before. Well, except that moment. Once she finishes, she simply shuts up, looking so neutral that it's hard to believe she just said what she did. I don't know what to think. Rin was desperate for someone to look at her paintings, and somehow see right through them into her soul to understand her feelings. Because she felt she could not express them in any other way. How can one say whether that is right or wrong? Could it be that all this time she's been trying to reach out to me like I've tried to reach out to her? I sit down on a desk to think and to rest my legs that kept us both standing for a long while. You know, when I read a good book or look at a starry sky or whatever, sometimes I too feel something profound, like a shoot. No, like a shoot, I don't know how to describe it. But the instant I try to put it into words, I feel that I lose something. It doesn't feel as real, as true as it did inside my head. It feels a bit phony. Damn, even what I just said felt phony. Your face is phony. I offer a smile that is meant to be between funny and self-deprecating, but Rin doesn't react. Anyway, it might be that nobody can ever express their true feelings so that others understand. Reality has no chance of living up to what someone has inside their head. Nothing can match that, not even your paintings, except maybe for you. But I suppose you can't keep everything inside. You'd explode for real then. Someone said explosions? What I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's wrong to express your feelings, even if you use painting as your conduit. You just can't expect people to understand you any better than they would if you did it any other way. In fact, you can't expect people to understand you at all. Let alone you in particular. It's because everything is so subjective. You see the world the way you do, but it's different from everyone else. But isn't that terrible? I guess it is in a way. Yeah, no one can really... It's kind of a problem a lot of people have. A lot of people don't understand that other people have different worldviews, different ideas, different... Not opinions, just worldviews. Someone that lives in a setting is more sensible to a certain sort of topic, of course, and maybe has a stronger view on something. Okay, it's called opinion. Never mind. She frowns, looking probably as stricken as she can. which is not much, but it's enough for me to understand that Rin is not particularly happy. I think it might make me sad after all. Yeah, I know. I wish I could do something to help it. I don't think I sound bitter, even though I am, a little. That is my problem. I cannot be what Rin wants for her. And for the same reason, she can't do the same for me either. She makes a difficult face. Well, let's be honest. She makes a difficult face all the time. Carefully trying to pick the words she wants to say. So Rin has times when it's hard to say anything too. It can't be helped, I think. But if you say that, makes me feel a little better. It's fun how some seemingly irrelevant things are the most significant ones at times like this. Like how Rin's voice is very very small, barely audible when she says that, and how even her short bangs can cover her eyes when she looks downwards. She's blushing! And how they can't cover the deep red color rising on her cheeks and all the way to the tip of her ears. They turn into a very interesting shade of red. A deafening silence follows. It's very awkward, as if I saw something that wasn't meant to be seen, even if it wasn't on purpose. I don't know what to say to that. 50 Shades of Rain. Well, sounds pretty nice because instead of green, it's rain. I don't know what to say to that. I feel I should know. She doesn't either. Still, it feels like there's no momentum to lose even if we keep silent. Well, not a problem, we are not playing Celeste. We don't need momentum. Or we can try to wave dash on the spot, I don't know. That's an option. Like we have some weird wordless connection that would hold even so. Rin keeps shifting her weight from one foot to the other restlessly, looking everywhere around the room except at me. She's the one who finally breaks the spell. Can we go? I don't want to stay here. Oh yeah, of course. Where? My reply is covering my nervousness as badly as her question is covering hers. You can go whenever you like. I want to sleep. I haven't really slept for a few weeks. Feels like there's a flock of light blue butterflies inside my head. It makes it hard to think properly. I think they are there all the time. The kind that you think is too blue to really exist. Like Amy panties in this morning. Wait, we are getting some sort of intel here. Tell me more. Never mind. The what? She shakes her head, and I almost expect. Okay, to be honest, I kinda expected a strawberry red. Blue is a surprise. She shakes her head, and I almost expect a couple of ultramarine colored morphos to pop out of her ears. How? Why? A small smile tugs upwards the corners of her mouth. That reminds me, the blue. Not the paintings. Panties. Stop talking about the panties. The word for a flock of butterflies is... Are we back? Right? She nods and falls silent, her gaze escaping mine to the side, attracted by the dark orange sunlight refracting from the windows. I believe it's not doing well. Oh really? Oof. That sounds unfortunate. Because Iliad is cheaper. Way cheaper, but... if it's not going very well, I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think just to be sure, to be safe, we might stick to Vodafone. Is there even a win? Is there even a solution to it? Any way to win here? I feel like I'm losing any option I choose. We stay like this for a little while. Me silently looking at her, silently looking out of the window. Hey, are you alright now? She glances at me from the corner of her eye, looking wistful again. The sunlight reflection doesn't betray any more of her inner feelings. Wait, we got wistful a lot of times, but... Wistful... Having a feeling of regretful longing, okay. We got it on Missy Barazaki looks wistful, almost sad. Okay, okay. I need to think about it. I want to continue the conversation, grasping at those straws that she finally revealed to even exist. But Rin is looking out of the window so absent-mindedly that I know she won't be responsive in any way that would make sense. Like she crashed. It's like some kind of defense mechanism of hers, to avoid being sensible. I can't find the news anymore, maybe it's a fake rumor. Ah, okay. Wait, no, what do you mean? I thought you have Iliad and it's... You mean... maybe you mean another thing. I heard that we're going to sell out. You are still talking about Iliad or... Ah, that Iliad may sell out. The only thing I heard about Iliad but that they got a lawsuit because there was some... some wording was wrong because they said, oh yeah, it's this price forever, except it's not if you don't have a Iliad number at any point after that. They couldn't keep up with the low prices. Ah! Really? Because I feel like having good, very low prices is a pretty good... would attract a lot of customers. Sorry, Fado, I don't understand. You said you have Iliad and it's not well? Because I read it like I have Iliad and it's not doing well. Or maybe you meant something else. I don't have. Okay, thanks. Now I understand it. Well, because from what I understood, we have this. There is a same cable, which is from Telecom, so it doesn't really change who sends the internet through my cable. Okay, sending the internet through a cable is kinda a very dumbed down explanation, but yeah, you understood. Her mind is like a butterfly in itself, always fluttering somewhere away, whenever it's stirred. Just when I thought I could see behind her veil, she jumps out of my reach again. Maybe that's just how Rin is. Maybe that's something I should just accept, to get some peace of mind. Okay? I'll walk you back to the dorms then. Thanks. Really? The empty hallways of the school devoid of its students feel very lonely. Less than 1 hour after summer vacation began, the building seems to be deserted, and all that intrudes on the stillness of the hallways are our footsteps. The change is sudden, but it shows how the building is just an empty shell, dead without its students and teachers. I said, I've Iliad? Ah, I've heard Iliad. Okay. Okay, I get it now. And with Post. I didn't know even Post had internet connection. It's as though the school has become a private world for only the two of us. A desolate place filled with silence and chalk dust. It reminds me of the Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy wished to be alone in the world with... how was his crush called? His crush... Wait, I have it. The crush of Timmy was... I swear I have the name. Trixie! Yeah, she was Trixie. So he wished to be alone with Trixie, but she was a popular girl, and the episode ended where she went insane because she wasn't hearing she wasn't hearing as much compliments as before, because no one was there anymore. She went very psycho. Tell me I'm cute! Or something like that. I don't know the English version. Ah, mobile. Okay. So it's Timatom. I like how it sounds. Timatom. I think I have to change. What, clothes or like yourself? She says it out of the blue, while we walk down the staircase from the third floor, still managing to feel like she is mirroring what I was thinking just before. That's what people must do sometimes. Please, mean like your clothes. No, that would have been a pretty good joke. No. Lost opportunity here. But Post is using Win Network. I don't get those with extra steps. That's the last thing we say to each other that day, even though there would be so much to talk about. And even those words drown in the all-encompassing silence, disappearing into the stagnant air as if they were never said. Next day, we are on the right route, I still don't know. I hope so. Feels like it. She's still here after all. No! The first day of summer vacation is a disappointment. I woke up. Water came down from the leaden sky in biblical proportions. Leaden. Wait, leaden means like thick as lead or something like that, I suppose. Or maybe it's the color. Dark as lead. I was optimistic at the time. A quick summer shower, I thought. Torrents of rain for a few minutes, then it's gone. Imagine if every single phone provider has to install their own physical antennas. Well, that's why they are providers, because they provide they provide connections. You are not a provider if you don't provide, right? That's in the name. But yeah, there could be surrogates, I suppose. Only the big one can do that. The small ones use the hardware from the big ones. Only they can? Wait, is that a thing? Because I remember I made some sort of not really a bad impression, how it's called. A gaff. Is it still gaff in English? Yeah. I made some sort of gaff doing a... I was at university, I started university. The bachelor degree, and I was looking for which exam to take, so I tried to check in some lectures there and there to see which exam was better, which I preferred. I ended up on a lecture about managing how the associations work, and he was talking about the monopoly. That monopoly isn't allowed. I made a gaffe because I thought that Vodafone, TIM and Wind were all together in the same thing. And said, I mentioned that to him. And he said, no, they are not collaborating. Otherwise, would be a problem. It would be a problem. Okay, listen. Call me a conspirational. A conspiration, correct? A conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist on a lot of things, but one thing I firmly believe is that I think Team Vodafone and Wind are in it all together because they keep a price high. So they keep all the same price. The thing that stunned me is they all have the same price to enter them. Like 15 euros for 5 gigabytes was it a lot of time ago. All of them. And if you join them, all of them had the new entry offer. If you join now, you will have 9 euros instead of 15. And it's an offer. But after 6 months, it updates to 15 euros, even above 18 euros a month. And you have to change again, go from Wind to Vodafone, then again to Team Wind. Or it's some, I don't know, or they are just, or there is some evil coincidence behind it, or I can't really explain it. Okay, I suppose that makes sense that if you offer something which is similar to any other provider, you need, since the connection is the same, you should go to the one which has a lower price. So they tried to settle on an even price altogether. Still, felt very weird to me. I'm not really conspiring anything, but that's sus for me. It's not like a small company can't install their antennas. Okay, so it's a hardware problem. It takes a lot of money to install enough of them to get a competitive coverage. Yeah, that's the point. You need to install all over Italy or all over anywhere. And that's too expensive. It's cheaper to make an agreement and use someone else's network, yes. I get the point now. No such luck. Rainwater is relentlessly pouring down from the blue-grey sky outside, streaming down the glass of my window, in small brooks and rivers, and gathering together to form miniature ponds on the walkways. Just like it has done for the past 2.5 hours. So I've been half-assedly cleaning up between half-assedly reading a book, packing my stuff on the side when I get bored of the first two. The weather drags my spirit pretty down too, making it harder to do anything properly. Something bumping quite loudly against my door. It's Ring knocking. She can't knock. Rouses me from my apathy. I hope it's not Kenji and it's crazy indoor bowling alley. I hear no more sounds from the corridor until I walk to the door and open it. Rin! Well, Rin cannot really knock on the door, but she can still play the bell, right? Like, Rin, 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 Rin. She had batted the door. That's what I was theorizing. Or maybe she just slammed it with the shoulder. Or the ankle, I don't know. Or the knee. I wish seeing her would evoke some more emotion in me, but for one, I'm too surprised that she came to see me, and for two, she's soaking wet. Well, it's raining, and it's not like she can hold an umbrella. Her uniform shirt is drenched, and she's standing in a self-created puddle. Droplets of rainwater are dripping down her short bangs and sliding down her nose, until they fall down from the tip. One by one. Hi? How are you feeling? Medium normal. Mood. That's kinda my mood. I feel fine. Most of the time. Chaotic neutral. Everyone has its mood. The relative questionability of her statement aside, she sure doesn't look too good. You're all wet. It's because I came from the outside. Do you know it? Why you'd be outside? It's raining buckets out there, if you haven't noticed. I haven't. It's raining pretty hard though. I was on a walk. Is this what you call wallowing in self-pity? Do you think I'm pitiful? No, I imply that you think you are. I'm not, and rain is not a sad thing. Yeah, rain is relaxing, chill, right? That's why there's chill music with rain. Don't you ever walk in the rain? I do, but only with proper equipment, like an umbrella. You just need to imagine you have an umbrella with white stripes. It doesn't protect you from rain, you know. It might be tough when rain is falling on my head. Just imagine harder! Sounds like a skill issue to me. Yeah, she's definitely back to normal. Just half sarcastic, inconsiderate remarks that really push my buttons, even though she doesn't mean it. That vacant, spaced out stare that always expects more than it gives. Just make a wish, little rat. Or just rewind time and remember to take the umbrella, right? It's so very much like her. I need to come in. I need some help with this water and clothes I'm wearing. Wait. Is this the undressing scene? My brain quickly solves this equation. Wow, pretty mathematic. And I stumble with my words, a stark display of contrast again against Rin's easygoing self-imitation. But Amy... Rin shakes her head vehemently, causing water to sprinkle everywhere. She left. She's already wet! Some things are already ready, huh? Besides, she would just worry and fuss until she could not worry and fuss anymore, which always takes a troublesomely long time. It's in fact longer than I want to hear her fussing, and I thought you probably are not the fussing kind. She slumps down on my desk with a squishy sound. Her soaked clothes are making the desk and everything on it wet, but she doesn't care. Okay, fine, I'll help you out. I have a towel somewhere. Do you want dry clothes? Is a uniform fine? I'm taller than you, but... Everything is fine. With a little searching, I find a fresh uniform and a fluffy towel from the depths of my closet. Everything was not fine. Wait until I need to censor it. Yes. I turn to face Rin again, uncertain of the next step. There is something wrong with me up. Oh, what did you say? A normal guy would just... Stop worrying, it is not a problem. She probably could see right through my hesitant demeanor, as if I was completely transparent to her. I push my anxiety away and concentrate on the 8 buttons lined on her shirt, just like mine has. Only the first button is an obstacle, and after getting it over, I undo the others with slightly less shaking hands. And... should we... A few seconds? Okay. Just to show at least show what's happening. A few seconds are fine of this. We can do like this. Perfect, yes. Throwing the soaked shirt aside, I reveal Rin's pale upper body, shrouded only in her light blue brassiere. Wow, man of knowledge, brassiere. Which instantly reminds me of her saying it's her favorite color. I try not to think too much about stuff, but it's hard not to look at her body with what I can only think of as mixed feelings. At least it's not a brazier. Rain would catch on fire. A brazier. With the rain though, I don't know. Probably won't be lit at this point. Feel like we've seen less safe scenes in some gacha games. I hate reverb, surely is way less safer. I know. But you know, Twitch is a weird one. You saw it, so. Just to be safe. I don't know what to think of this. I just watch her. Rin looks brittle. Hey, the reverb stream when? I don't know. Would you be interested? Well, I already started the main story, so it's not like I can restart it. Maybe the events, the Christmas event, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this, so I just watch her. Rin looks brittle. Brittle hollow? She's like a shell, a fragile thing just barely holding together. Her ribs, each of them visible under her pale skin, are moving up and down in the rhythm of her breath. You do it and it's Rhea face the whole stream. No, it can... Until we open the skin menu, I think it's fine. The skins are the main problem. The ribs are moving up and down in the rhythm of her breath. Listen, you know what? I don't think that's this bad. Maybe we can just... You know what? I don't think it's a problem, but... That's the first image I have. Wait. I don't think we need to cover anything, right? Yes. Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Ribs, tasty. Let's cook them. We had a brazier before, right? Rin always struck me as quite thin, but I realize now that the manic creative period before the exhibition opening might have caused her to lose weight. And she was slim even before. So she was the real emergency food. Please don't... let's not make another Parachain reference here. Can she eat properly and enough? Definitely not, and probably not. This ugly yet beautiful bare minimum of a human body that belongs to someone. Do you call those boobs bare minimum? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Do you call those bare minimum? Really? No, no, no. Not as big as others, but definitely not bare minimum. Okay? This is a contradiction of aesthetic in itself, oddly becoming of her. Bare minimum, like 80%. Well, the 20% are the arms. For Avian standards are pretty contained, I know. I know. My eyes, Heizer verb standards non-existent, actually. My eyes follow her collarbone to her shoulders and down her arm until the abrupt end. No, it's less than the bare minimum. I think with a passing pang of sadness and some guilt for thinking like that. It's zooming the picture. It's fine, but it's against the Twitch rules to just focus on specific parts, even if she's still wearing something. Here. Her arms, degenerated into almost nothing but bone and skin due to lack of use, look very short now that the long sleeves of her uniform are not covering them. My lack of negative reaction make me think that I've actually grown pretty accustomed to the various physical abnormities of my schoolmates. Here. Yeah, move, thanks. I always wondered why Rin keeps her shirt sleeves long, only tying them in a simple knot at where the elbow would be. It seems impractical, but then again, she's not exactly the pinnacle mentioned of practicality. Maybe she likes it, maybe it's somehow important to her. Maybe there is no deeper meaning to it. I feel like asking, and almost do, but Rin's miserable state requires a higher priority of my attention. Okay, now on the face, let me replace Rhea here. For later, for later. She stopped talking too after we ran out of spiky greetings. I guess there's no need for chit-chat then. Aww. I pick up the towel from the bed and wrap it around her head. Rumpling is new. To ramp, going to a ramp room? No, wait. I mean, some sort of crumpling maybe. 2 rampling, right? I don't see the right one. Where is Ria now? There's no direct... Okay, it's a head pat, but there's no direct contact. So, it's a protected head pat, this one. It's protected head pat. I think should be borderline safe to show on Twitch, okay? Ramp? Oh wait, a verb, not a noun. That's what you got wrong. To rumble, to move aimlessly. Okay, yeah, to move it around on the head. Makes sense. I give you that. Wait, doesn't mean though that protected everything can be shown though. Rumpling it all over her hair, until most of the rainwater is hopefully soaked into the fabric. Is that petting with gloves fine? You need consent. You need consent and she needs to be over 18. She peeks from below the tower at me, looking up with impassive eyes. It looks like she wants to say something without saying it. Well, it's impossible. It's that kind of look. But I can't read what she's thinking about from her face, so I just keep on fussing with the towel around her shoulders and hair. The silence is oppressive, terrifying. Communication between us has suddenly been reduced to a movement of my hands and the towel, and Rin swaying her body to and fro. Front low. My jagged breathing and her quiet breath, trying to find a common rhythm that just is not there. I think I can hear her heartbeats, or maybe they are just mine redoubled. As I brush a rogue strand of hair aside from her ear, Rin suddenly presses her cheek against the back of my hand. The contact is electric, a jolt of current surging through me. Whether she seeks comfort, warmth, or just my touch, I wouldn't know, but I can't help touching her back, caressing her soft cheek with my hand. And with closed eyes, she kisses me. On the finger, okay, never mind. I'll read the full sentence. On the fingers, counting the joints with her lips. I am saddened beyond my expressive capability. That would make a good reaction image, I don't know. Not really. The picture is not the right one. Here we are, a boy and a girl, both in love or something like that with each other, or maybe not, and yet something is broken. I can feel it in me and in Rin, in the way our gazes merely brush against each other's, shying away from contact, in her closed, timid posture and in my way of touching her like a China doll, afraid of shattering her delicate form. In how we are closer than we have ever been. Yet I'm not feeling happy, it's like yesterday. When did tenderness and forlornness... Wait, I heard this word before. Forlorn. Abandonment, okay. When did tenderness and forlornness become one and the same word? Acts of affection start invoking only longing? How? Why did we end up like this? No, don't answer that. I'd like to say to myself. But fighting against the omniscience of self-awareness is a lost cause. Still, I'm here and Rin is here, and it feels like she might be able to solve whatever problem she has. And if she can, why couldn't I? Why couldn't we? Feels like taking that step is too much, too difficult, too uncertain. So for now, all I can do is dry her up so she won't get a cold again. That's how she got the cold first time then. I pet her head. Oh, from this perspective, she also may feel like a normal girl for once. Trying to sort out the hair that refuses to be sorted out even when wet. A pair of dark glazed eyes follows my every movement. pants too? Weird question, I know. She nods an answer. Leaning back and spreads her leg. Yes, we should start censoring briefly. With a grotesquely inviting gesture that makes a nasty feeling crawl up and down my spine, like a bad premonition. It's not enough to sober me though, as the silence is starting to make me feel like detached from myself. I move automatically, without thinking, even though I should. I should talk to her about this, or at least about something. The silence is a spell. A pact that has been bound us to this private world, made of the dull sound of rainfall, and the soft feel of her skin against my fingers. The button of her trousers is fast and tight, but it opens surprisingly easily. Slipping them off is hard, mostly because she's sitting on them with no intention of standing up to is my task. Thanks, Rin. No, I think it's safe. I think it's safe, but... here. I think it's safe, but we are testing the boundaries here. Painting. No, wait. It's the painting. Was it? Yeah, it was Clover who mistook the two. I'll kneel down uncomfortably. Don't worry, you're not the only uncomfortable one. And titillating between her legs. Okay, I'm sorry. What's titillate? What's a titillate? Ah! Being a little excited. If next week I'm not streaming, you know the reason. So I can quickly dry her bare feet, remembering that they are as important to her as hands are to me. Well, even feet are important, you fucking walk on them, right? As I work the towel up from her ankles, Rin brushes her tight against my cheek. How do you... Ah, yeah, well, she's pretty agile with her legs after all. And nudges the small of my back with her heel to make me come closer. Wow, she's pretty agile on it. I look up to meet her silent stare that was waiting for me to look up. Just think it as a Christmas break. Yeah, Christmas break my channel, sure. That unassuming expectant stare seems to say that the ball is my court. I fleetingly brush my hand against her inner thigh. The touch makes her gasp sharply, as if she was trying to hold back breathing. What if I do this then? Okay, we should start transitioning to Rhea. Okay. The small kiss I place on her thigh is enough to make Rin lose her composure, to shut her eyes, to squeal almost inaudibly. Oh yeah, we are also covering the thigh fetish. I think I have it, honestly. For once. I think I have it. Not really confirmed, but there's a high percentage of it. Is that what you want to? Would it be alright now to take this step? What if maybe if... okay, we should switch now. You saw everything. It's the same... no, with Rhea it's worse. With Rhea it's worse. Here. Hazy thoughts float somewhere in the back of my unfocused mind. Somehow, the whole situation is making it hard to think, as if my head was full of cotton fluff. But that's alright. It seems thinking is not something we need right now. Okay, they went away. They went away. There's nothing now. There's nothing. Well, she still has the bra. That's it. That's it. I should probably lower Rhea because I don't know if I can censor anything if we change scene. I can manage. And for the first time you can actually see something, right? Not very detailed, but you can see. By the grace of a vastly smaller amount of fabric, I think that maybe it's better if I cover the text straight away. Because things are getting spicy here. By the grace of a vastly smaller amount of fabric, slipping off Rin's armor is considerably easier than her trousers. They disappear past my field of vision, sliding somewhere away down her legs. It seems I did a poor job with the towel, since Rin's legs are still wet from the rain. That's not the only thing. Well, whatever. No. You probably saw for a frame. Well, but it's fine. It was still censored, but no, I'm not even showing anything now. No, how do I describe it? We didn't. Oh, awesome. Well, there was for a frame, but let's see. Now there's a head in the picture, and you know where. So, guided by instinct more than rationality, I move closer and taste her strawberry. Yeah, strawberry. A different kind of wet. Yeah, because we need to clean her hair, of course. Yeah, that's the hair is wet. She was under the rain. I'm struggling to explain this. It's fine. So now his head is down. She responds to me to the slow movement of my let's use the let's use the chocolate, okay? Here, I have a chocolate. We have a chocolate. She responds to me to the slow movement of my tongue on the chocolate. Very sweet. To my kisses on the chocolate. I love my chocolate. I kinda love the white chocolate, honestly. I'm kissing it all the time. I hope I won't ruin the concept of chocolate now. It can't be strawberry, that's chocolate it is, okay, I have it right there, so it's easier. Now now I want to eat chocolate. Which kind of chocolate? Her muscles tense and relax in the rhythm, as if what I am doing was uncomfortable. To hear Rin trying not to make a sound when I taste my chocolate is unreal. She wants some too. You should probably give her some chocolate. He's eating her. Now he's gonna eat me. Oh my god. What again? Oh no. Oh, we got her ribs before again. Oh, we got her ribs before, yeah. This whole morning has been so unreal, like the surreal intangibility of an awakening dream. The setting stories. Which chocolate do they sell in stories? The real one is fine too. I can't believe I'm doing this to her now, but I'm going with the flow. Besides, the point of no return was 1,000 miles ago. I move around, try to do things to her, yeah, to find the places where her weakness lies, because, yeah, we need to find her weak spot if we have a boss fight later. To tease her, to drive her mad with pleasure, because I want to do this to her, but she doesn't squeal, she doesn't squirm, for maybe I can't make Rin any madder than she already is. Whatever I do. Her rugged, heavy breathing mixed with unintelligible happy noises is that of a lunatic, but I do not cause it. I only release that from her. She becomes more and more melted. That's the best comparison I can make. And I That's disgusting. The part of the chocolate melt, and I drink the melted chocolate. That's the best way to say it. So I drink from the melted chocolate, feeling. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this in real life. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really feel enticed to do it. Well, because I like white chocolate. I don't really like the black chocolate, that's why. I'm struggling, I'm sorry. Feeling a heat growing inside myself. I try to reach further in the chocolate bar. To feel all of it I can this way. My every action is met with a different reaction, but all of those are out of pure lust. Rin, lost in desire, willing to let anything happen to her chocolate if I do it right now. She becomes closer and closer to the moment of release. Oh. Because we are eating on tunes, right? I eat for a moment and I release my chocolate, huh? No, wait. What's the release with the chocolate? What's the release? I don't know. I finished the chocolate, I suppose. But the way to that is an uphill slope of madness. Not a fan of this stuff either. Yeah, again, I never tried, but I don't feel like I want to. For the simple reason that nature didn't really mean it for a mouth to be... Yeah. Well, I don't think that nature needs to tell me what I should and shouldn't do, but... Personally, I dislike the wetness or some dirty stuff, okay? Like in the actual sense. Dirty, like not clean. Well, or anything that's weird, okay? That's a pretty wrong explanation, but I don't know how to explain. I don't know if I even want to explain. Never mind. Still, she's going that way. The muscles don't relax anymore between the waves of a spasm. Rain just becomes tenser and tenser because probably, yeah, she's trying to get the chocolate out of my hand. That's what she means with muscles, of course. Contracting so much that it must be physically painful, but I did not let go. I need my chocolate. I keep going, and I know she wants it too, the chocolate. She desperately wants me to finish the chocolate. A leg curls around my shoulder and draws me closer. So close that I think that I'm going to choke. That's an interesting way to die. An interesting way to die. Isao was found dead. Reason of death, suffocated into a, well, death. Reason of death, suffocated into a poo. Okay. Watch, it'll be into this too. It's into everything, I suppose. I keep going because it's the only possibility. It's not. As I push the button that leaves her into gasping for breath, locking her leg into a cramp against my back, losing her mind in the sensation, at that precise moment, I seem to forget all that was meant to be. All that should be. Yeah, as a reminder, you should be, like, drying her. Did you forget? Okay, he's technically helping to dry something wet, but that's not what she meant, okay? Technically, yes, but no. Not that kind of wet. And he stopped raining. His funeral will be closed casket because nobody could make the corpse stop smiling. No. As long as he's happy while she's dying. All I know is that she came here and I think there was a towel at some point too. None of it matters. All that matters is this. What we have now. Her finishing the chocolate surges through me too, exciting me in a completely new way. It makes me feel anxious, nervous, bothered. Oh, wait, I need to show this. She opened her eyes, but I still can't show anything, so let me try. That's so cute. So. Here, this is fine. Not the best I can show, but here. Her eyes. That's the best I can show. Well, there's the chat and text in the middle, but... As her body relaxes, I try to kiss her down on the chocolate again, but it startles her, causing her to jump. No, Isao, enough. Come here. Actually, from the face, is a completely different character here. She doesn't feel like Rin anymore. Ah. Okay. Okay. It ended. It ended. I don't think we are completely safe, though. I stand up to remove the last piece of clothing Rin has. She leans against me to catch her breath, tickling me with her warm hair exhaled into my shirt. Blindly, I reach behind her back to feel my way below her shoulder blades, to find the contraption that fastens her bra. It opens more easily than I thought, falling to the floor somewhere. And I suppose... No, this one is fine. Maybe just, these... You can argue that she has a pink shirt on her, okay? Her bare skin against me is a sensation so wonderful that I want to have more of it. And I do, embracing her. Her hair smells of rain, and I realize that I'm not hearing the sound of rainfall anymore. It's a sobering thing. The cushion that enveloped us into a reality of our own is now gone, and I realize more clearly what is happening. This really is not what friends should be doing! Now you realize! A little late for that. I whisper, once again noticing how such a simple matter as talking can be overbearingly difficult at times. Rin, Isao, can you get that mouse pointer out of my eye? Oh, I'm sorry. Will you stop being my friend? Friend with benefit? Well, if becoming a boyfriend is stopping being a friend, yes. That wasn't what I meant, but her serious tone and the layers of connotations behind the ring question give me pause. Nah, I'd win. I think it might be alright, even if you did. I hug her and smile into her hair, understanding Rin perfectly for once. You're wet, in more than one sense. Let me screenshot, wait. Nice. The remnants of water on her skin have drained into my shirt. Somehow, even her statements of the obvious make me glad right now. You're right, I am, but that's your fault. I want to see you. I think it's fine. Still, let's go safe. Here. Oh, wait. Okay, here. We can actually... I have something in the background here. This is fine. Okay. We can have this. Rin, I want to see you. Isaru's shirt spontaneously implodes. He has the power to make his clothing disappear. I comply, standing back to open the buttons of my shirt, much more quickly than when I undid the rinse buttons. Because it's yours. A sudden sense of haste strikes me, spurring me to rush forward. Every second I'm not touching Rin, a second wasted, a chance lost. My belt buckle proves an obstacle despite my ability to open it in an eye blink under normal circumstances. While I fumble with it, I don't notice Rin bringing her foot up between us, until she starts tracing my chest with her toe. Ah yes, because normal people like do this. In a sensual way, I can't do it in a sensual way. She doesn't have an arm or a hand, so... with a foot, sure. I look down to see what she's looking at. My heart. I reflexively flinch back, covering the scar tissue in the middle of my chest. The shallow mark that the surgery following my heart attack left on my body has healed already, but... well, it's not a particularly pretty sight, if not overly repulsive either. It's very noticeable, but she does have an eye for detail. Is this why she said she wanted to see me? Hi Michael, how it's going? We are, doing things. Eating chocolate. Chocolate, and it's not a metaphor for anything. I came just in time. His audit came too just in time. No, never mind, they didn't. Rin did, maybe. I don't know. Wasn't really explicitly told. Needs the gacha. Let's go. You got Kohir. I think I have it already again. Bro, that's cringe. From when sex is cringe. Well, not that exactly. I'm not explaining. I want. Who's Kohir? The character from the game Everyone Else. Still not released though. I should continue it on stream maybe. After I fix something or respawn banter. I should do one more stream for developing even. I don't know. Unsubbed. No. I subbed because I don't have Kohir and I have to insta switch. I thought you have it, nice. I sort of forgotten about this because all of this mess with Rain, but now all the unpleasant things connected to my condition surface at once, rushing through my mind like a flash flood. And oh god, all the stories about old guys getting heart attacks when having sex. What if... He's out. Realizing that I might just have spoiled the mood, I stumbled to explain myself. Sorry, it's just that... let me, activate your hitbox. Ah, wait, it was the... Okay, Fado, don't worry, I will give you 1, 2. Here it is, okay. You got the reason. I'm sorry, Fado. I'm sorry, wait. Compensation, one more here. Albert, okay, 2 commons, I think. Not a bit compensation, but it's one. Her eyes are sultry, inviting us. She sits there bare naked, without an inkling of shame. No one has shame here. I never thought Rin could look like that. 2 commons for her hair. Well, Michael is pretty lucky. Next Michael pool will cover up the previous one, okay? No, Fado got only 1 free pull. Yeah, I know this is not how it should go. Even though Rin is right there, even though there should be no more questions, no obstacles, not this maddening feeling that something is constantly wrong. The same feeling that clutched my heart yesterday makes its appearance. We are together, in a way that it's difficult to define. It eludes description as stubbornly as it evades change. Would a relationship like this be alright? Could we ever change to become closer? Even though we should stay together for all eternity, we might never find our mutual understanding. But there is no such thing as eternity. This may mean that we will not be together forever. If not our differences, then the flow of time will pull us apart with irresistible force. Rin is a creature of the moment, of whim and impulse. I am nothing of the sort. This is a fact that I can understand very clearly. If for no other reason, for this reason I should grasp this moment, even if it's the only moment we will ever have. I should not let myself spoil it. Even if I can't escape myself, Rin can't either. I know it now. We both have things we can't let go. Things we cannot think. We can't not think, okay. Feelings we can't not feel. But she allows herself to want me without any restraint. Here and now. I guess I want to pull. For how long you want to pull Michael then? Can you remove Rhea? No! No! I can do this maybe, but... Oh wait, wrong one. Let's see, where is Rhea? This one. I can do this, but... That's the... Well, here I think it's safe here. Decently. There's nothing really to censor, but just to be safe, you know? Just to be safe. I'm sorry, you know. Hisao, you really have to stop worrying. Rin interrupts me before I get further, which is good because I don't know what I could have said. Well, we can get the first line here. We still have something censored, just a little, just a little. I was joking. I think this is showable. Just having something below just to show a little less. Things can get worse in a moment. Don't worry, I have a 5-second delay. I have 5 seconds to hide anything. Rin interrupts me before I get further, which is good because I don't know what I could have said. Her voice, void of its usual spaciness? Spassiness? What's spassy? Or state of being spacey. What's spacey? Spacey, unaware of one's surrounding, or in a state of euphoria. Especially as a result of taking drugs. I knew it! I fucking knew it! She was taking drugs. Screenshot here, okay. Her voice scolds me softly, without an edge. You really have to learn to let go. She scones me calmly, almost calculatingly. I wonder what I look like through her eyes. Damn, they are so green it almost hurts. I always was so enchanted by her eyes, those mysterious, captivating eyes that always were too restless, for their own good. But I was also always intimidated by them. Yeah, Rin is intimidating, on more than one level, and especially right now. She's frighteningly lucid, the goosebumps on her skin giving away that she's cold or scared too. Wait. That feels like an idea for a plot for Aichi or something, for an anime of some kind. Like a girl is super stupid, but she's instantly smart when she does something something perverted. I don't know. Like Ranma, but instead of becoming a girl, you became smart, and not with water, but with being perverted. Can we make it an anime? No. Either way, I steal myself and step back to Rin, embracing her to feel her in my arms again, and to banish my doubts. The sight of her gentle, loving eyes seemed to melt those doubts away, like the last show of winter. And Stop. Stop. So. Let's see what I can show. We can show this. Okay, here. That's the best I can show. She presses her head against my shoulder, seeking a place to rest herself in, leaning against me like I lean against her. Monogatari is a thing. I don't think there's anything like that. Winter, yeah, that's how Solstice in Heaven should have ended. No, I'm kidding. Just imagine having a game like the graphics of Solstice in Heaven with the pixel art and chiptune and everything, and it ends with a very high art definition, very high resolution image of them doing stuff. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. She presses her head against my shoulder. Let go. Let it go. Let go. Yes. You should forget about stuff like future and past. It's not like you can change those kind of things. I wanted to say something to her, but I've lost my voice, so I just mumbled something unintelligible to her. That will be really cringe. Well, you already got the title drop, so that's kinda... That's a different way of sexy. The title, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, this surely was a Katawa Shoujo. You should just be with me now. Maybe she understood what I wanted to say, even if I didn't. Come here. I am here. Come closer. My entire body is thinking only in positives now, so I do, hugging her more tightly. Closer. I press my lower body against hers. She tenses a little, just a little. Oh. We can return back now? With a normal one for once. Approach me closer! Because the story will be rushed and that won't make any sense unless they are ready. Yeah, I know. Those sort of scenes only happen when there is a character development that is pretty long. You can't really rush it in a faster game. Let's stop talking about this. Well, I have the tag for how it's called, for some sexual themes in the stream, so it's technically allowed. Jotaro is doing something. Oh no, I didn't wanna know that thing today. Her final plead is more like a prayer. There is only one way to be any closer than this. That's what I hope that's not the thing I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking. I reach down between us and guide myself, sinking myself into her. Yeah, that's... Yes. Yes, I will be interpreting it from now on, okay? Every muscle in Rin's body stiffens at the same time. Oh, okay. Time to return back again. We got to zoom out again from the same picture from before. Where's Rhea? Rhea, she went away. Rhea, come here. Okay, we have Rhea again. Let's see if we can put something behind. Okay, you don't see anything here. Perfect. That's perfect. I could actually also do this. Maybe not. I wanted to show some text, but I think it's fine actually. Monogatari is a series of anime light novel where the main character is a pervert vampire, and people are secretly creatures like fox. With too much fan service. Nice, I'm watching it right away. No, I'm kidding. I heard about it though. It was too much even for Rhea. Nah, Rhea probably enjoyed it. She doesn't say anything, or wins, so never mind. We should probably hide it. Never mind. So I insist, eventually moving out. And again, she moves with me. Our movements melt together into one continuous string of back and forth. Which metaphor should I use now? Back and forth of they like to remove the cap from the pens here, so they like to remove the cap from the pen in and out. That's a weird thing to do, but they're having fun, so let's let them do it, right? Our sensations become sharper, amplified tenfold. My brain gave up to interpret all this stimulation ages ago, and now I am left with no choice but to feel all of this with my entire body. It's like that for Rin too, I know it, I can see it, I can feel it. I really feel it! I'm sorry, if the protagonist was shook now, I'm really feeling it! They're having fun, yes. What's the image? What's the picture? A nut. Interesting choice. Not yet, I suppose. Not yet. That's a metaphor. That's a little too similar though. She breathes sharply in and out, losing all composure and grace. Breathes warmly against my shoulder. Between those fragile breaths, she sometimes kisses me tenderly, gently, as if she was unsure how to do it properly. But there is no hesitation. Desperately clinging to me, drawing me closer so that I can feel all of her, she moves against me, around me, so that's hard to say where I stop, and she begins. Oh, we got a gacha for Michael. Here. Psych! This was for Michael second. Okay, from now on, that was, sorry Michael, but your one was before. From now on, though, everyone will count. Just to make up from the mistake I did before. I hope you understand. But it's dead! We should mourn the dead from time to time, right? Michael III is still alive. If you want the next time, I can give it to him. We take it slowly, excruciatingly slowly, as if we had all the time in the world, even though we have only this moment, and nothing beyond that. That feeling is... we can let them safe, maybe? Wait. I stop moving, slightly alarmed. Maybe it hurts, or... She looks at me in a way that I can't really begin to interpret. Is this it? Huh? I have an idea. I'm sorry, but text, go away. Okay, no, this is fine. You said I don't have to be alone. Her eyes are full of an innocent, fuzzy-headed confusion that makes me chuckle a little and pat the back of her head. Yeah, that's what I meant. That you can have someone you can come to when you get soaked in a rain. It means you are not alone. If there is such a person for you. She answers with a kiss, reminding me that we have stopped moving for no real reason. So we start from the top, almost at the same time, each mirroring the rhythm of the other. And maybe we should cover it again here, okay. I move faster, with the pen, right, the pen thing. My sweat mixing with hers, glistening on our skin like diamonds and pearls. Pokemon reference! Diamond and Pearl here! Diamond and Pearl! I'm sorry, yes. Where's the platinum then? Where's the platinum? Okay, now go away again. I move faster. I mean that you not that fast. She moves faster. Grinding for experience, of course. With me, we grind the experience together. We need to enter the volcano at level 5, right? In the throes of our desire. The intoxicating scent of her lust, the mind-blanking feeling that connects our bodies, the sense of all rational thought draining from my mind. All those bore my consciousness, just like the compelling feeling in my body burns my instinct. All those feelings grow, or it makes no sign of stopping. She curls her feet behind my lower back, forcing me to drive myself deeper into the dungeon, because we are grinding for experience, as I said, as physically as possible. Each millimeter in the dungeon, increasing our experience and refilling our mana, sure. My mind blacks out as the world erupts into a flash of bright white blindness. And it's over. Oh wait, it's not over. Present. I was thinking like the team presents Katawa Shoujo, even if presenting at the end is not kinda right. I don't know. It's like how the level 5 volcano is inside our mind. It's the past, yes. And actually, yes, that was a nice comparison. Comparing the volcano with this scene, because they fucked up, and the volcano of the Aventura di Blue was also kind of fucked up. So I feel like there's a right correlation between the two, right? Present is a fleeting and vague concept at best. Merry Christmas, yeah, we got a present. The moment between the past and the future? That doesn't really mean anything. Thinking too much about things that don't make sense is a waste of time. That's why living through the present is always the best option. Besides, for us who can't foresee the future and who forget the past too easily, present is really the only proof of our existence. Even though existence will go on even if you forget about it for a while, it's good to seize the day at least every once in a while. That way you can confirm that you are, in fact, alive. Oh, we're getting philosophical here. I'm pretty sure that the girl who is standing there half naked, staring out at the window of my room, has a much better grasp of present than I do. Shooks begs to differ. Well, he mentioned the person who doesn't know the future. Also, second time we mention Xenoblade today. For me, well, right now I'm somewhat confused by my present state, since I should try to locate my shirt and not stare at Rin's butt. But I just can't stop looking at her. Okay. She's fine. She's close to the glass that her nose is probably going to leave a mark. At least her breathing does when it condenses on the rain-cooled window glass before quickly disappearing again. My shuffling around to get dressed doesn't rouse Rin from the contemplation. Which is fine, really. I don't mind the silences as much as I used to. Only after I'm almost finished with buttoning up my shirt does Rin say something, still without turning to look at me. Let's go somewhere. Where? I can only assume she's inviting me and not the windowsill, but it's a fair guess. I know. What? Help me get dressed. I think today is the day. Come on, clothes. Clothes, what an impatient tone. I crashed down to pick up her bra from the floor when it had fallen for mysterious reasons. Discarded in the haste of mysterious reasons. Hanging it from between my fingers like a dead fish. Ploppered! The same hesitation that grasped me when I was undressed. Something happened! It's creeping inside my head again. Is intimacy really something this difficult for me to handle? Come on, you got it off just fine. This is the same but the other way around. It's like talking backwards. I cannot talk backwards. Just to dress mist. How can you do it, Rin? Seems hard, but it's easy. No, it's not, Rin. It's not. Tenet referencing. How exactly? I don't know Tenet. Which is palindrome. Perplexed by her sudden and prodigious display of mental processing capacity, I forget to attempt reversing her gibberish back. I'm pretty sure I couldn't switch to talking backwards that fluently, even with some practice. I get to know it's inverted. Like Artisio. I wonder if Artisio should start talking backwards. No, Artisio is rotated. Oria is inverted. That's a different thing. That's why she's so weird. She's moving backwards in time. That's why she can't express herself, because she always needs to talk backwards from her perspective. Could you repeat that? His eyes tube does maze in the right direction. I got it. Fine, I'll give it a try. Rim was right. The locking mechanism is simple enough, and I get the little plastic hooks right on the third attempt. Okay, honestly I don't know what people do after sex, but I don't think they will start talking backwards. There. This should have whatever you want. Now you have to adjust it. Wait. He didn't say anything. What? Please stop that, I don't speak backwards. She shakes her head as if needing to banish the backwards way of thinking with a physical gesture. I know a few people who could benefit from that kind of ability. Wait. I suppose Kenji? I got stuck, step is out. Now you have to adjust it. Adjust? That's what I said. No, I asked what you meant. You know, so that they are fine. You mean the clothes? Oh, fine, you say. As if I have no idea when her breasts are supposed to be fine. I end up fumbling around her chest for a good while, without really getting anywhere. Yeah, she's not really wearing anything below, so maybe he's trying to fix it. Not that I would complain, but Rin does. Emmy's better than you at this. Well, no shit, that's my first time. Her impatient tone ticks me off, even though I can't really disagree. Rin suddenly seems to be in an awful hurry. Oh well, excuse me, princess. Could that be because she's a girl and can actually relate? Oh, hi Lolo. I don't think so. She has just about as much chest as you do. Wow, that's pretty an explosion. She just exploded, Amy. Excuse me, Rin. Rin says, yes. Okay, we are finally 100% safe. With her bra and breast eventually fine, as they should, the rest of her clothes are considerably easier to put out. Ooh, let's go with the gacha. Okay, so it's for my culture, right? This one. No, I'm kidding. Here it is. You got carbon. How do you get all the characters, Michael? All the characters. Rin launches towards the door even though her shirt is not even buttoned up all the way yet. Left with a little choice, I run after her. I think the game is pretty close to the ending. Everyone switched to carbon? wait, well, I kinda cheating because I have all the characters, but... Oh wait, not this one. Here. And carbon. As soon as I realize that we are heading for the side entrance leading to the forest, I think I know where he wanted to go, although I couldn't say why she'd want to go there. Then again, I can't really assume my guesses to be anywhere near correct when Rin is concerned. Not even for a quite generous definition of correct. We are here 3 hours. Oh, I think it's not a problem if we do this part next time, right? Because we probably will have at least 10 other minutes, but we are here 3 hours, so I think that's a good point to stop. Next time we will see the last part of Rin and start entering the next route, okay? I feel like every moment is fine. For some reason it's not switching mine. Ah, weird, probably... I don't know. Well, we are ending now, so... Wait, I could make it myself. Let's see. I can do it myself. Here. Here we are. Too many carbons. Okay. So, we found a good place to end the stream. So, let's see if we can raid anyone. There is Empoli online, but let's see if we can raid someone else. I usually prefer to raid streamers. Are we? Hard choices. Spoon is playing Misao. Okay. Spoony plays. Okay, here. I hope the stream is safe. Well, no, that could not be worse than this one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, then. And that's enough for today. We are continuing. Next week will be the 30th of the month, so should be probably be fine. We are reading Spoony Plays, which is a streamer that played Invalidate, so I hope they remember me. And next week it's we see the paratable because well, there's Christmas in the middle. We see. So thanks a lot for coming by. Again, please stay for the raid, and we'll see ya whenever.